This is the most absurd thing imaginable. Listen, the night of the 15th of June, 2008, Kaylee was in bed in her pajamas sleeping with Casey. Okay, that's a fact. It's not an opinion. So now, 9 o'clock in the morning, what happens? George comes in. Where's Kaylee? Okay, she hops out of bed, Casey. They're running around the house, looking in the pool. There's no Kaylee in the pool. This is 9 o'clock in the morning, okay? A few minutes after 9 or something. Now all of a sudden, what did Kaylee just run in and dive into the pool and drown? Is that what happened there after 9 o'clock? How ridiculous can you possibly be? Okay? So, he had murdered her. That's why he ran into your room saying, we gotta find Kaylee. He had already murdered her. So, this is crystal clear, for Christ's sakes. Okay? So you don't call the cops. Right? When you see this kid dead in his arms, you go into shock. Just like White said. Okay? You just flipped out. Your brain just went scrambled. Now, he tells you to leave and he tells you he'll take care of it. And you just go along because you're completely out of your gourd, for God's sakes. Okay? I mean, really. How crazy can you possibly be? And have shrinks not know you're completely... Why do you have to even have shrinks? Anybody can see that's completely absurd and nuts. Okay? You snapped. You saw this kid dead and you snapped. From there on in, you're doing all kinds of nutty shit. Okay? Completely nuts. So, the problem is that all of it, you're still nuts. You're sitting over there, not reporting George, even though it's already out. The Bias said it in the court. Everybody knows he molested you, okay? And you're just going to just sit there and make believe? What? What? What's going to happen tomorrow and the next day? And the next week and the next month and the next year? You're just going to keep sitting there? Like you've been doing, day after day, week after week, month after month. What are you doing that for? That's stupid. Okay? You got to snap out of it and say, listen, the guy's right. I'm not going to just sit on this goddamn molesting thing, and I know goddamn well he murdered this kid. Okay? And I'm going to what? Just sit over here like a bump on a log? You need to call the FBI. Because the Florida State Attorney, they don't care about George at all, one way or the other. They don't care. It's that they don't want to expose themselves from doing what they pulled on you. You understand? Do you understand, for God's sakes? I mean, you know, Bias is coming up with a stupid idea that it was an accident. What is it, an accident? That she died in the pool after you looked and there was nobody there? She ran in and died? Boom. And then bingo, George comes bouncing in. Oh, guess what? Look what I found. Huh? Come on, wake up, for Christ's sakes. All you people that are looking at this. And you don't have any goddamn clue, and it's like Bias no matter what he does. It's okay and that's it. How stupid can you possibly be? It's the same thing with Sandusky and Joe Paterno. So what if he won football games? That ain't got nothing to do with sitting on Sandusky when he knows goddamn well the guy's a molester. Okay? Because he's a scumbag. That's how this whole country is. All a bunch of hypocrites. Scumbags. They're down protecting goddamn molesters. Like Joe Paterno did, okay? The University of Penn State, rather. Assholes. Period. That's our higher education, okay? That's how screwed up this country is. The higher education is as dumb as it can get. So how are they going to educate anybody? They can't. That's why everything's so screwed up. With globalization and with everything under the sun. Racism and just nuts. And these guys are all taking bribes and giving away tax loopholes and you name it, okay? For the bribes. You understand? I mean, this country is so freaking dumb. In a trance. They're not even stupid. They're beyond, way worse than stupid. Okay? And that's what we got to do. We got to just sit there and be arrogant and go down a drain instead of, whoa, wait a minute. Time out. This is bullshit. They're telling us that it's all going to come up roses, and they're sitting over there making billions, and everybody else is going down. Huh? How long does it take before you catch on, for Christ's sakes? Well, back to Casey, okay? Casey has to catch on, just like I'm telling all of you people. Catch on. The kid didn't run into the pool after 9 o'clock and drown after she looked in the pool and nothing was in there, okay? I mean, come on. That's not an opinion. Those are facts. So unless Casey's, why would Casey isn't lying, okay? She's telling whites exactly what the hell happened in the house. She's a witness. And she's sitting on it. Because she's absolutely screwed up with this guy who screwed her up since she was a kid. We all know that already, okay? He was making her give him blowjobs from the time she was 8 years old. Nice. Nice, Georgie. And we're watching this shit like a bunch of turds, okay? Instead of, hey, come on. The FBI, get going here. Pick this guy up. Sit down and talk to Casey. Talk to Dr. Weitz. Talk to Dr. Danziger. And he said he was absolutely sick. And he couldn't eat and he couldn't sleep. Okay? So he's covering up for goddamn George. And he's sick and he can't sleep. Okay? Why? Because it's all fake? Why would he, if he knew you were just lying about everything, why is he so worried about any of it? Because it's all bullshit. But it ain't bullshit. Okay? It's all true. It's exactly what happened. So come on. It's not a secret anyway. So move. Call the FBI, for Christ's sakes, on Tuesday morning and just get the ball rolling. Just say, hey, listen, we got to arrest this guy. He murdered my kid. Okay? And we got to just confront the actual facts of this case. Because nobody could possibly believe that kid would have run into the pool and drowned after you looked in the freaking pool and didn't see anything. Okay? I mean, come on. Give me a freaking break.